What's up everybody, it's CJ and I'm back with another Sims 3 world overview, and today we're going to be looking at Ashington. Now this world is by EliOrni and it's a reworked version of REVAMPED that was by Gruesome. Now if you don't know, REVAMPED uses a good amount of custom content, so that was kind of like the inspiration behind this world, was an attempt for EliOrni to play in REVAMPED, I guess, without having like all the CC, and then it is now reworked basically. So I think even all the lots except for I think one of the houses have been reworked, and I'm really excited to check everything out, y'all. Like, I want to see. Now this world only uses a couple of expansion packs, and that's really all you need. So you're going to need ambitions, late night, generations, pets, and seasons. That's literally all that you need. You don't need any stuff packs or custom content or store content, none of that. Literally just a couple of expansion packs. So I'm gonna leave a link to the world down below if you want to download it, but let's just go ahead and get into it, y'all, because I want to see, I want to know what's going on. All right, so I'm thinking that maybe we'll start down here at the bottom of the world at the Ashington public beach, and then we'll just kind of go up that way. So we're gonna start down here. I kind of want to see what's over here on the little dock. I want to see what's there next. But we're down here at the Ashington beach, and I do see a couple of lounge chairs. We have some umbrellas. We're really close to the water, and there's also these like beach houses things, like these beach huts. So let's just see what's in these. We're gonna make it really bright so we can see everything. So it looks like this is like a little kitcheny recreational kind of area. I guess if you come, you can like eat here, you know. So you have a basically a kitchen, no stove, but you have a fridge, you have a place to sit, and there's also a fishbowl. That's cute. And then of course over here in the middle you do have your bathrooms, and then over here you just have a room with a foosball table, so I guess like a little rec room, I guess. And then of course outside of it we have a fire pit, there's another lounge chair, and I do believe that is everything for the slot. So before we move on, I just want to see what's over here, y'all. So it looks like we have the bistro from the base game, but it's on up here. We also have some tables and a telescope out here as well. So, okay. I just was really curious to see like what this was. So before we go over here, I just want to see what this is. This is the beach landing. So it looks like a bar and is right close by to where we were. So I'm pretty sure this is the entryway. So it looks like we have a little beach bar. So there's a couple places to sit outside of it. Let's go ahead and open it up. So, oh, it looks kind of like a restaurant too. So we have like some tables in here. We also have a shuffleboard object. We have a little bathroom. And then of course we have our bar with a coffee machine and a trash compactor. It's also kind of nice because you have the aquarium object, so you can see the fish swimming around while you're eating. Like, isn't that kind of cool? And then of course there is a back deck, so you have more tables out here where you can sit and eat. Oh, there's even a dartboard. I didn't even see that. You have a dartboard object, and that's pretty much it. And I'm pretty sure that's like a house lot right here beside it. I guess you can like build a house over here. We're gonna check out the houses later, but I guess there's like a lot for a house right here. Okay, y'all, why don't we do this? We'll go over here and then kind of circle back this way. So we have the Ashington Festival Grounds. So let's see, I guess you can enter in either way, but if we go this way for a second, we have a couple of picnic tables. There is a barn right here. What's inside of the barn? I'm nosy. Oh, I think it's just the bathrooms. Okay. Yeah, so you just have like your bathrooms. There's also a bar, and that's pretty much it for here. And then right over here we have a platform, I'm guessing for like instruments and stuff. But here, let me ask y'all, because I'm not really for sure. I sometimes get Sims 3 and Sims 4 mixed up. Can your Sims walk on a platform if it doesn't have a stair? Or does it have to have a stair for them to walk on? Well, I think maybe in the Sims 4, as long as there's one space above the ground, they can walk on it. So I think if you want your Sims to be able to actually use this, you'll most likely have to get some stairs, I believe. But let me know if I'm wrong about that. I'm not for sure. And then of course over this way we have a haystack, so you can woohoo if you want to, I guess. You also have like a little playhouse. There is also a park bench, and I guess like there's no festival going on right now in my game, so I guess there's really not much to see, but I'm pretty sure doing a festival you'll probably get some stuff around like these little areas right here. But for some reason I just don't have any festivals right now. But that's okay, you know, I'm sure it looks nice when it's a festival. So let's see, let's go ahead and circle back this way. So we're gonna go to the Ashington Museum of the Arts. So it looks like an art gallery. Ooh, this is nice. You know what's interesting, y'all? I've noticed the other day that when I do my builds in The Sims, I barely ever use bamboo trees. I used it when I did that shell challenge video a couple of days ago. I feel like I just have stopped using bamboo trees. I gotta get back into it because this looks really nice, doesn't it? Like, ayo, especially with the palm trees. This, of course, is the art gallery. So if we scroll down, let's see, we have a couple of different sculptures on display. Got this big one. We also have like a little place to sit. I'm gonna try to make it a little bit brighter so I don't miss anything. Over here we have our bathrooms. We have some art on the wall along this way. There's even a dumpster out here, and you can dumpster dive if you want. Also, I'm going to bring up the walls for a second so I don't miss anything, but we do have some art right here on this wall. We have a fountain on display, another place to sit, and some more art this way. If we go upstairs, it's lofted, so we have more sculptures on display, another place to sit, and then we have some more art on these walls right here. There's even access to a little balcony where your Sims can sit on, and I do think that's everything for this lot, actually. It's just a really cute, small-ish kind of lot. I like it. So why don't we go, I guess, over this way now? So over here we have the Cypress Promenade. So I think it's listed as a lounge. Let's see what's out here. Ooh, but it's cute. We have like little park benches. We have tables out here. There's like fountains as well. But the promenade. So if it's a lounge. Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, if it's a lounge, do we have a bar out here? So we do. We have a bar underneath the gazebo. So if we just get kind of close, we have our bar, a piano, a dance floor. These things getting lit. There's even a wedding arch. Hey, yo. I mean, this would be a cute place to get married at, not gonna lie. But you have a wedding arch, there's a little table for the cake, you have tables over this way, you have your buffet table as well. So, like, I mean, you could get married out here if you wanted to. And then, of course, if we go here, I don't know if this is on the same lot. This is the pavilion, so I'm assuming it's, like, really close to it. Yeah. So, it's just listed as a park, but it's literally right here to it, y'all. But over here we have the pavilion. So we have another gazebo, we have like some park benches underneath it, another bamboo tree, and then of course out here you can fish if you want to in the water. If we go over this way, I think there's just a couple of picnic tables and a grill, and yeah, I think that might just be it for this lot too. But it's really cute. I could definitely see my Sims coming out here. And you could always add more stuff if you need to, you know? I just realized something. How did I miss this lot? I literally went to the beach and went way over here. How did we miss this? Either way, we're going to circle around. So why don't we go over to the Juniper Tomes and Volumes. Then we'll check out the Claws Out Jungle. There's a free barking park. So I guess we'll like go down a little strip and then we'll circle around. So we'll check out the Juniper Tomes and Volumes, which appears to be the library. Yo, it's literally so small. That's actually really cute. We have like a little playhouse out here too. But yo, this is kind of cute. Hey, let's see. Oh, it has like the beams, like the pergola. If we zoom it down, let's see if we can turn the lights on in here. This reminds me of the one that is here in Erufe. But when you first come in, as you can see, y'all, there's plenty of bookshelves everywhere. But we also have like a little reading circle area with some chairs. There's a fireplace. There's also an activity table. If we circle around this way, I guess this is like the librarian's desk. We have more bookshelves along here, a couple of computer desks as well. There's also a back door, so I guess if you wanted to, you could come out here and chill and also roast marshmallows. I guess you can do that too if you want. And I do believe that is everything for this lot. So if you wanted to, you could literally just walk right over here to the cat jungle. So out here we have some pet houses, some food bowls, little sleeping bag for your cats. So over here looks like we have a outdoor bathroom section. We have a couple of litter boxes. There's some of those little springy toys around here. We have a cat castle, and there's even a cat condo. And then, of course, you could go right over here to the dog park. Oh, it's like a little playground area, too. So you have like a playhouse, swing set, slide. The Weatherstone is literally spawning over here. But you do have like a dog park, though. So you have a big fountain. You have places to sit. There's 2 chess tables, some more pet houses and food bowls. And there's also a bathroom right here. Bro, did y'all see that? Literally crazy. Anyway, we have our bathrooms over here. And there's even like a little biscuit ball. But that's pretty much everything for this lot. So really quick, y'all, we're going to circle back around because I don't know how I missed this. Maybe I just wasn't looking. But we have this little lot over here. So this, again, is the Hydria Point. It looks like a little lookout point kind of place. So you have some easels. You have a couple of park benches, some tables out here. And it looks like a little bar. So I guess you can come get a drink, chill, play chess if you want to. There's like 3 chess tables. So it honestly just looks like a little lookout point. I would probably also put a telescope here if I was going to play, so my Sims could look out at the ocean, you know? But that does appear to be everything for the slot. With that being said, y'all, we've pretty much seen everything over here. Let's keep moving on. So right over here, we have the Heather Cemetery, and then I guess we'll go straight over to the barn, which is a bar. So we'll check out the cemetery next. All right, so we're down here at the cemetery. You can enter in this way, by the way, but it is also right here at the beach. That's interesting. But we do have our mausoleum. We have a lot of graves out here. You have a couple places to sit. There's a little fountain. if we go around this way, yo, I was honestly hoping that there was going to be some of this. You have Death Flower and Life Plant. So if you don't know, I'll explain really quick. So if your sim has it in their inventory when they die, they can give it to Grim, and then he'll like resurrect them so they won't be a ghost. And then if you get the Life Plant, which is right there, that basically gives you an extra day to live. So it basically resets your lifespan by 1 day. So basically, the more you eat, the longer you'll stay alive, essentially. And you could also use a Life Plant to make, is it ambrosia? I believe so. You need a Death Flower for ambrosia? I can't remember, but I like to use it for like making my sims live a little bit longer, you know? Very useful objects, I will say. And then of course over here you have more graves. You have like places to sit alongside some of the graves. That's pretty much everything for this little area. There's some more places to sit over here as well. And then of course it is right here at the beach, so you could always just come and chill out here on the beach if you want to. Let's go ahead and go across the street. So this again is the barn. It is listed as a bar. There's a couple of fishing spots close by too. So it looks like we have, what is this? This is the Fisherman's Hut in the Ashfall Creek. So we'll check those out later. All right, y'all, I waited a little bit so everything could render in, but this is essentially what the barn looks like from the outside. There is a pergola. I think it's a pergola, isn't it, y'all? Or a trellis. But we have like a little pergola area over here. You can get married out here. So you have a wedding arch, a buffet table. Looks like we have a stereo, a park bench, and I don't know if there's a dance floor down here. I think these are like 2 dance floors. So you can like have a little wedding here. But if we go inside for a second, hey, yo, they got dirt floors in here, y'all. Well, I guess we're in the more rural part of the world. But over here, though, you have some tables. You have a shuffleboard object. There's also a dartboard. And you have a couple of wall speakers. Of course, you have a bar with a fridge and a coffee machine, so you can always like drink coffee, get food here, like, you know, quick meals and stuff like that. You also have a base. There's a little bathroom in the corner. And I do believe that's everything for here. I don't think there's anything above it. Yeah, so that's basically everything for here. Okay, so now we're going to go over to these fishing spots, y'all, because I literally want to see what's out here. So I think this is the Fisherman's Hut, right? Yeah, this is the Fisherman's Hut. Obviously, it is a fishing, so you can have your sims fish out here if you want to, or technically swim and or snorkel and windsurf. I didn't really realize it was that deep, but I guess you can do that. There's also a apple tree out here, and we have a little hut, so I want to see what's on the inside of it. Wait, this is cute. There's like a little bed, you have a table, little kitchen area with a fridge, and then you also have a bathroom. So I guess if you want to sleep out here and just fish all day, I guess you can do that if you want. And then of course, right over here beside it, what was this called? This again is the Ashfall Creek. Okay, so it's like right here to it. There's a fire pit out here. You also have a lime tree. We also have watermelon vine and garlic plant out here. And then of course you could always come over this way too and fish if you wanted to. So it's like right here. You're like really connected to a lot of water. But that's basically everything for here. So now if we go over here, I believe these are the last 2 community lots, I believe. So we'll check out these 2. So this is the waterfall gazebo, and then we have the lake peak. So let's check out this little gazebo first. All right, so we're just going to zoom down really quick and see. Looks like we have, I think these are trellises. There's also a lot of places to sit. And then of course we have an easel. And then if I kind of just go like this, you can kind of like see the area around it. There's like a house over there. I like the vibes. This is a very nice picturesque kind of place. Then of course you could always like swim, fish, all that over here in this body of water. And if we go over this way again, this was the, I think, Lake Peak, I think. Yeah, this is the Lake Peak. So it looks like another like little like lookout spot kind of thing. So out here we have a couple of easels, some picnic tables, some park benches. There's a couple of grills out here as well. And yeah, I do believe that's everything. Again, we can look at the little view of the water, but I do believe that's everything out here. Oh, there's even a fountain. I just noticed that. But it's basically everything for here. And on that note, I think that was the last community lot in the world. So now we can check out some of the houses. So I am going to start where I placed Elliot down at, because he lives in this little starter home way back here, and it's right by the little water. And I think there's like Simhinge over there. We'll see what that is next. He lives in this little house right here, and it's so cute, isn't it? So on the inside, we have a little kitchen area. We have a table right here. We have a living room. There's a bathroom back here. There's a dresser. And then you also have the bedroom right here. Oh, and then on the back, there's like a little place to sit over here on the deck. But really quick, y'all, I just want to zoom over here. What's going on around these parts? I guess it's just Simhinge. I don't really think there's really much out here. And you know what's crazy? Your Sims can't even come out here. I think you can swim, but I don't think you can actually get on this. So this is not routable. So I guess it's just for decoration, I guess. Well, let's see. Why don't we check out some of the houses that surround Elliot's house? So maybe like, I don't know. I kind of want to see some of these real quick. Let's go to this one and see what this one looks like. There are some Sims here. Wait, is this world populated? Yeah, we have Victor, Sophia, Sydney. We also have Dale. Okay, y'all. So I went back and I looked at the download page, and yes, this world is populated. So there are Sims that live here. So really quick, I'm gonna just make it kind of bright. This is what the house looks like from the outside, by the way, if you were wondering. I want to see the inside. So there's a couple Sims that live here actually. So when you first enter in, you have a bathroom and it leads to the living room. Whoa, I love this living room, bro. The cow print couch is kind of eat, I'm not gonna lie. But you have a living room, there's a game console, TV, stereo. You can also leave and go here. So this looks like maybe like a foyer kind of area. You have a bar, a chess table, there's like another table right here. So over here we have a kitchen slash dining room. So we have our kitchen along here, island counters, we have our table, and then we also have a bathroom right here. And then in the back of the house looks like we have a nice little wavy-ish kind of pool. There's some lounge chairs out here, a diving board as well. And then if we go upstairs, let's see. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms, and then it looks like we have 2 bathrooms. This one, for example, is an ensuite, but it wraps back around to the hallway. Same thing for this one. And then these 2 bedrooms appear to have cribs on the inside of them, as you can see. So that's pretty interesting. I guess you have a lot of space for a lot of Sims. Over here, we have a little office workspace, and then we have 2 bedrooms over here. I'm assuming maybe for teens, maybe, but that appears to be the entire house. So why don't we keep moving on? There is a house that's right beside it. Wait, it's like a little cottage. This one is cute. Let's open it up real quick. I don't know if anyone lives at this one. Maybe. I don't think so. Yeah, I think this house is like unpopulated. But inside of here, you have a desk by the front door. If we go along the hallway, we have a bookshelf, there's some chairs, a bar, we have our kitchen area and a fireplace. Over here we have our dining room, and then back here we have a laundry room slash bathroom. We have our living room, or I guess like a den maybe. Y'all, this house is really giving grandma and grandpa energy, but it's really cute. If we go upstairs, let's see, we have a bedroom here with a bookshelf and dresser. There's a little narrow hallway. There's a telescope, so I guess you can look out at the world. And then of course over here you have 2 more bedrooms. So this one has 2 beds in it, and it also has access to a bathroom, so it's an ensuite. And then this is just like a little small bedroom with just a laundry basket. And if we go back here, looks like we have another trellis or pergola. And you have a couple of tables out here. You have a clothesline. There's a lot of apple trees back this way. There's even, I guess like is this like a gazebo? I guess technically a gazebo, I guess. There's an easel in here. And then you have access to a pier. So you can sit out here on the pier if you want to. You can also fish, swim if you want to, you know. So I guess we'll check out this other house that's literally right here to it. This one really gives beach house energy. I guess that's why it has sand right here. It's really giving beach house. So you have a couple of lounge chairs out here. There is also a fire pit, but let's check out this beach house because this is really nice. I like the little like stairs that go all the way up to the house. Let's go ahead and open it up real quick to see. Well, you know what? Actually, let's go all the way down. You just have a garage down here. So there is a treadmill, and then you have a staircase, and then there's a couple of bike racks. So if we go up here, you have a grill, there's a table, place to sit. Over here, you have a kitchen. I'm gonna make it a little bit brighter so we can see more, but you have your kitchen area, which are island counters. You know what's cool? I never would have thought to do this. So you have your half wall, and then you have island counters around it. That's actually really nice. I'm gonna have to start doing that. I like that idea. Over here though, you have another table by the door. You have a bathroom. Going this way, we have our living room slash dining room area. There's a TV, stereo. Don't know if there's any, no, there's really nothing in the backyard. So if we go upstairs, how many bedrooms do we have up here? We have 1, 2, so it's just 2 bedrooms. So this one is maybe like the primary bedroom. You have a love seat and dresser. And then there is a bathroom over here too in the corner. There's a chess table. There's also a couple of bookshelves, and we have a little sliding door with some chairs, and there's also an easel on the balcony. And then right here looks like a kid's room. So you have 2 beds, dresser. There is a little like toy oven, dollhouse. And then of course back this way, looks like we have a home office space. So we have a lot of bookshelves. There's a little computer desk. You could also enter the office from both of the bedrooms, by the way. So it basically wraps all the way around, you know? But I believe that's everything for this house as well. So let's see, why don't we kind of move around this way for a second? So we have a couple of houses right here on the beach. I want to see this little blue one first, because this one kind of reminds me in a way of that bar that we saw, like the color scheme. It kind of looks like it's been here for a while, but it's been upkept, you know? So it doesn't look run down or anything like that. But I also love this little like fence section right here. This is cool. I like this one. Well, let's open it up and see. Let's see. So when you first come in, I'm going to make it a lot brighter in here. So when you first come in, we have our kitchen. There's a table. We have our living room area right here. We have a bookshelf, bathroom. And then over here we have, I guess, like a little deck space. There's just a couple of chairs out here, and it overlooks the ocean. There's also a little pier, so you can fish if you want to as well. If we go down below, so down here we have 2 bedrooms. This one could be like for a kid or a teen, you know. There's a desk in here as well. And then this one maybe like the primary bedroom, and it has an ensuite bathroom, but it also like wraps around from the hallway, so it kind of wraps around, you know. Oh, there's also a door down here too. So if you wanted to get to the pier, you could go through this door and bam, you're right here. So if we go right next to it, we have another beach house, and this one has a family that stays here. So this is Imogen Ellie's, and this is Drew, and this is Lou. Lou and Drew. But this is their little beach house, so why don't we open it up and see? Let's see, when you first come in, we have a little table by the door. We have our den space with 2 big bookshelves. There's a stereo. Going back over this way, we have a kitchen. Ooh, I love the stone. It's kind of rustic in a way, but we have a nice kitchen area. There's also a bathroom right here. We have a high chair, and then I'm assuming there's like glass doors. Yeah, there's like a glass door, and then you have a table out here on the deck. And then if you go down here for a second, let's see. Looks like you have a pool house. You have a fire pit, some chairs out here, and it's right here to the ocean. But what's inside of this pool house? I want to see. So obviously a pool, but you also have a bar, and then you also have a bathroom right here. And then if we go upstairs, let's look and see. So upstairs is 2 bedrooms. So this one I'm assuming is where the mom sleeps, you know. It looks like it has a walk-in closet with a mirror. There's also a crib in here, and then there's an ensuite bathroom. You also have a toy box, a potty, some toys and stuff like that as well. And then going this way, you have another dresser in the hallway. And then this is the kids' room. There's a computer in here. There's an activity table, and then it has access to a little balcony so they can come out here and chill and relax if they want to. Well, let's keep moving on. Why don't we maybe see some of the houses that are like over here, you know, in this little area? So I'm going to skip around a little bit. Why don't we check out maybe like this house over here real quick? All right, y'all. So we're down here at this house. This one kind of gives like cottage vibes, you know. There's a couple Sims here. So this is Jerome Mayat. All right, and then looks like we have Christopher, and then we also have Verna. So they all live at this house. So I'm gonna make it a little bit brighter so we can see. So when you first come in, we have a kitchen, and it kind of like has an entryway this way and also this way. So as you can see, this is kind of what it looks like. There's also like a table right here too in the hallway. So I guess you could like eat in the hallway, get your stuff here. There's also an island counter. You have your kitchen, obviously. And then this way we have a bedroom. So there's 2 beds in here with room dividers. There's also an ensuite bathroom. Back this way we have our living room. There's a game console, and you have 2 bookshelves. And then right here you have another bedroom with a bathroom in the hallway, and there's even like a little chess table over here too. And then of course, if we go back here for a second, we have a little back deck space. So we have an easel, some lounge chairs, a picnic table, and then of course it just overlooks the ocean. And that's basically everything for here. So I want to see what this house is right next to it, because it kind of caught my eye. Ooh, this one has like a black, is it like a black or a blue? Like a dark blue? I can't really tell, but it's definitely giving cottage vibes. There's a sim out here. This is Juliet. So I guess we'll like just open up the house for a second. Let's see. I guess you enter in this way. So when you first enter in, you have like another table by the door. You have a dining table over here, your living room and little den space. Out here you have a picnic table, and then right here you have a bathroom, a laundry room, and then back here you have a kitchen with your island counter. If we go upstairs, let's see, we have 2 bedrooms. So it's 2 bedrooms here. There's a bathroom in the hallway. This one looks like a kid's bedroom, and then of course we have like the primary bedroom with an ensuite bathroom. There's a crib, activity table, and a potty. And then you even have like an empty room, so you can turn this into something if you wanted to. And then of course there's like a little balcony here with a chair. And yeah, I think that's basically everything for here. All right, so we're just gonna zoom down this way for a second. I want to see what this house looks like. Ooh, it's like a little like stone house. I believe this is the entryway. We have a couple Sims. Let's see, this is Sheila, and this is Delbert. All right, when you first come in, you have a little foyer. You have a couple of chairs over here too. So over here is a bathroom. Here is a dining room, and it also has a bar on the inside of it. Over here we have our kitchen with some island countertops. We also have our living room right here with a fireplace. And if we go in the back of the house, what's back here? Let's see. There's a picnic table with a picnic basket. We also have a garage. So what's inside of here? I guess it's just like 2 parking spots. There's also a fire pit. And then you have access to a pier. So around here, you just have a couple of lounge chairs. There's a little playground section out here as well. So you have a playhouse, slide, football, and baseball. And then if we go upstairs, let's see, we only have 2 bedrooms. So this looks like a kid's room / nursery. We also have a bathroom over here in the hallway. We have 2 bookshelves right here in the hallway as well. And then it leads you into the primary bedroom, and this one has an ensuite. All right, so let's just go right next door to it, y'all, because I believe we have I think maybe these two houses are on the same lot. Yeah, but I guess it's like two separate houses, but they're on the same lot technically. Oh, I think the window got glitched. But we're gonna see what these houses have to offer. Maybe we could check out the small one first just to see what's here. There is a family that stays at this house, by the way. So inside of here we have a bed, we have our bathroom, a kitchen and living room, and then there's also like a little place to sit on the porch. So it's looking like a little guest house maybe. Of course, over here we have a swing, we have a football and baseball place to sit, and then we have a couple of Sims. We have Ronaldo. Over here we have Danielle, and then we also have Celeste. Well, her last name is Ashington. Ooh, I wonder if like maybe her family like founded the town or something. I don't know. So when you first come in, you have a den with a fireplace, big bookshelf, and you have a little dresser over here. Over here you have a kitchen with some sliding doors. You also have island countertops, and you have a pretty big dining room. And then if you go out here, we have a bar, some lounge chairs, picnic table and grill. And of course, you know, the deck overlooks this little pond area right here. Oh, it's right here it's right over here to like the graveyard. Okay. I just noticed that. And then over this way, we have a kid's room, we have a bathroom, and then we have the primary bedroom with an ensuite bathroom right here. All right, I guess we can maybe check out one more house. And why don't we check out this one back here? Since it's like right here in this little area, let's check out this one right here. So this one kind of gives cabin vibes. Ooh, this one is nice. I love the chimney right here. This is nice. We have a little fire pit area out here as well. We have a picnic table. We also have a little pier out here with a couple of chairs. You can fish out here if you want to, or swim. So if we open up the house, it has like an A-frame, you know? But if we open it up, let's see. When you first come in, we have our living room with a fireplace. We have a desk over here by the door, a chair by the door, phone by the door. Over this way, we have a bookshelf, and we have like a little dining area right here. And there's a door that leads to a deck. So I guess you could enter the house this way if you want. I guess it's on the side of the house, but you have a couple of chairs out here. If we go back in, we have a bedroom with an ensuite. And then if we go here, we have our kitchen area with the island countertops. And I guess we'll go upstairs real quick. So if we go upstairs, we just have two bedrooms. So we have this one right here with a fireplace. There's a bathroom in the hallway. There's a place to sit and also a bookshelf. And then over here we have another bedroom. But that's basically everything for this house. It's really cute. I like the way it looks. All right, y'all. So before we go, I just want to see if there's any additional empty lots in the world. So there is one down here, like I said earlier. There's also one over here as well. I don't think there's any along this way, but there's one here. There's also one over this way, one over here. So these are like kind of different sizes. This is like a 20 by 30, 15 by 15, which is really small. This is a 10 by 10. That's really, really small. But you do have a couple of empty lots. You could also edit some of the existing lots if you needed to, you know. This one right here is a 25 by 25. 30 by 20, 20 by 30. Some of these are kind of like on the medium to small side, I would say. But like I said, you can always edit the pre-existing lots if you need to. But anyway, y'all, that is all that I have for this video. I'm gonna leave a link to this world down below. Again, this world is called Ashington, and it is by EliOrni. So I'll leave a link to it down below if you want to check it out. But anyway, y'all, that is all that I have for this video. Please be sure to leave a like, comment something down below. Follow me over on Twitch while I stream a lot more of The Sims, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Thanks for watching!